Good morning. Today is Monday, September 8th. It is 7:33 a.m. I am just getting to the charts, so let's just kind of walk through this together. So we did the Sunday prep yesterday, so I won't walk through all of that, but just kind of seeing how things are shaking up pre-market. So we see the NQs. We have So we opened at this HMA and we've held above it, reclaimed it, and we're pushing up. So it looks a little bit bullish this morning. With the ES, we are pushing up, kind of a little bit above the close of Friday. So looking a little bit green there. We are kind of doing the same on the Russell. I think Russell looks a little bit more bullish pre-market to me, just because current price is nearly at the highs of the pre-market, and so we've kind of pulled back a little bit on the Qs and the ES. And for the Dow, above the close, bouncing off of this moving average, and looking good there, looking green. The VIX, we are kind of back into this little consolidation zone. So just kind of hanging out. Mm, we'll see how we're going. Maybe it's a little bit complacency and just kind of hanging out there. The dollar's kind of, we kind of broke lows on Friday, and so now we're hanging out in this little support area, we'll call it, around this 97. So we'll just see if how what that looks like. The treasury note yield, so we're just here, haven't broke the low, just kind of hanging out and seeing what we want to do. And for the XLK, we are gapping up a little bit. Is that true? Yeah, gapping up maybe $2. So, I mean, following what the NQ does, but it looks like we'll have a little, not a gap up, but a little gap from the close. So things look kind of like they want to go up, or at least they're trying to go up. We'll see how the pre-market shakes out for our mega tech. Apple is kind of basically at the closing price. We have Microsoft, which is kind of, we are trying to gap up above Friday's close a couple dollars, but nothing too crazy. I have my alert here at this breakdown level, so we'll see what that looks like. Amazon, we are, trying to push up. We're a little bit higher than the mid of Friday. And Google, ooh, wow, really? Google is, so we closed at what, 235, and we're gapping up to 236.20. So Google is strong, continues to be strong, pretty amazing. And let's look at Meta, gapping up a little bit, but still same story as when we looked at it on Sunday. Nvidia basically going to open where we close, maybe gapping up like 30 cents. Nothing really noteworthy there. Tesla, so there, do we want to, it's kind of like a channel up here, maybe like a triangle situation if you're into patterns. We pre-markets again, testing these kind of resistance level at 355. I guess we're gapping at $4, so we'll see if we can break that. I don't actually know if we broke it pre-market, but we'll see. And then the Qs, which is basically doing what the NQ is doing, gapping up $1. So everything is kind of, we're trying to go up. even even Nvidia is leading us down a little bit. I mean, Nvidia is dragging us down, but it is gapping up 30 cents. Microsoft is gapping up, what, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's at $3. So all the mega tech caps are kind of trying to push up. So I think we are trying to go up. And then, so we got our key levels that we marked. Let's just look at the electronic trading hours here. So for me, I am definitely watching this area here where the pre-market high. So I'm just going to keep that and lock that here because we, pushed up, rejected, pushed up again, rejected, pushing up again, rejected. So this is an important level for me, this pre-market high. It'll show up on the charts once the session opens, but I'm definitely watching that. And then we have this dark pool level, which I think, if I remember from Sunday prep, there's some options where we're expected to be below this by the close, and that expire today. So we'll see how that goes. But I think I'm just watching how price reacts at this level, also at this key level that we marked, because you can see we rejected at that pre-market high, bounced off of this key level, tested this pre-market high again, rejected. And so I'm just watching how price behaves at this 23792 and 23726 at the open. I mean, obviously, things like longer term are still bullish, right? We are pushing off of this dark pool level. We pushing off of that. So we'll just see. We'll see if we kind of hold above this key level and try to test this high, which I guess we can mark this as well. I think it's already marked, but let's mark it anyways. Can mark this. And we'll just see how we go. I mean, things do look like we're cautiously bullish, like we are trying to go up. But for me, I just have to see if we can reclaim this level and then really be strong above it. Then sure, you can go long. If we reject, I will take the short just because we've rejected twice pre-market. If we get under here, I will see if we come back down here and then see if this becomes support. If we get below this, testing low of day potentially. But I think this area here could be interesting if we can get to here, like if we kind of get below here, that dark pool, and see what happens here, and maybe we push back up. But that's kind of what things look like for me. And then just kind of asking like, hey, what's the sentiment grok of traders this morning or today? And so it looks like most traders are mixed and neutral with mildly bearish short term. So we'll see what that looks like. I don't think there's too much happening on the calendar this morning. I think there's like a Trump speech and all that coming up potentially. But I know Tuesday through the rest of the week, there's more volatility driving events. And so we'll just see how things shake out there. But that looks like what my plan is for the morning. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for hanging out and good luck.